What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles on a Friday evening. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered, man. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, the motor. Salute to the Unfiltered fam, the transmission. Run the likes up, okay? Guys, man, when you're running the likes up for me, you're running the likes up for you. Understand that. Would you give yourself a like? I think you would, okay? Let's keep the likes at 50% of the audience, man. At least half of you guys need to be participatory up in here. At least half of y'all, all right? And last but not least, man, it's Friday, man. Tip your bartender, dog. Take care of your boy. What's going on with all y'all, man? What's happening, man? You know, it's time to get together, bruh. Okay, and talk about a couple things. But first, I have a little brief announcement. Once again, last night's live, over 13,000 views last night, man. That's 2 days in a row. We went 13,000 last night, 13,000 plus the night before. 9,500 the night before that. We just been absolutely killing it over here, bro. And we want to continue that. All right. We hit 15,000 a few days ago. And ever since we hit 15,000, all kinds of different things have been occurring over here. It's been cracking. So two nights in a row, man, we broke 13,000 views, bro. So let's see if we can shoot for 15,000. I mean, it's just cooking. All right. Okay. We even have people complaining to me that the advertising on all the videos is diabolical. Like I did something. Nah, man. It's just the fact that it's cracking so much that YouTube has decided to put some ads up and get paid. Help me get paid. Like, there's been a lot of commercials on these lives. Like every 4 or 5 minutes, a commercial come on. I mean, hey, man, the algorithming over here. Don't get mad at me because we cooking, bruh. So, one thing about me, man, it's Friday, bro. So, it's time to blaze one for the nation, man. I got to blaze one for the nation. But you guys definitely asked me, man. You guys were like, in regard to this entire Maxx Crosby debacle. I mean, that's what it is. Even though it's over, there's a lot of collateral damage going on with this, bro. There's a lot of posturing. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of discovery. There's a lot of opinion. Man, this is a fallout, bruh. It's a fallout right now, okay? An absolute fallout. Oh, man, what a beautiful looking man. Looks better than your baby mama, man. This looks better than your baby mama. I can understand that, man. Okay, all right. Your baby mama looked good till she started fooling with you. Then it was, but anyway, you guys were asking me, what does Amy Trask, former CEO of the Raiders, think about this entire situation? And I was like, man, yeah, what does Amy think? Amy's probably the closest thing to Al Davis that, in regards to her mindset and business mind, because it ain't Mark. Mark is biologically, a Davis, but Amy Trask is like like Al's daughter, that isn't his blood. What does Amy think about all of this? So, man, I did a little research and come to find out that Amy Trask did have an opinion about what was going on with this Maxx Crosby situation. And I'm here to definitely talk about it. All right. So, for those of you guys who, may not know, because a lot of you guys might be younger members of the nation, man, Sandra Douglas Morgan wasn't always the CEO, the president of the Raiders. But Amy Trask was with Al Davis for a long time. She was the first female CEO in the history of the National Football League. If you haven't noticed, man, one thing about the Raiders, that when a lot of people try to talk and say all kinds of crazy and derogatory stuff about the Raiders, The Raiders have so many firsts that a lot of these teams haven't even done yet. Okay? Haven't even done yet. First black head coach in the modern era was Al Davis with Art Shell. First female CEO, Amy Trask. You know, all these different things, man. One thing about us, man, is that we're progressive, bro. We're inclusive. The Raiders are inclusive. The Raiders are progressive. We include everybody, and we push the needle. We're the ones that's gonna go and do something that nobody else wants to do. Okay. Then all of a sudden, everyone's doing it. All right. When I was a kid, I had a black quarterback on my roster by the name of Vince Evans. Nobody. I looked around the league. I didn't see it outside of Doug Williams for the Buccaneers. There wasn't no other brothers out there. Warren Moon came in later. I never had to look around and see if anybody was looking like me doing something because they were always on my squad. But with that being said, Amy Trask, man, is somebody who I highly respect, and a lot of us in Raider Nation, especially us ringers, us 2 ringers, 3 ringers, 1 ringers, really, truly respect Amy Trask. Hold that thought. It's nothing but Cohibas and good game around here. Cohibas and good game. That's it. That's all we do, man. You don't see us smoking no Black and Milds, homie. We don't do that. That ain't a cigar, bro. That's a cigarette. That's a cigarette that looks like a cigar. But with that being said, I got what Amy Trask has to say right here. So here's what Amy Trask, former Raiders CEO, had to say about this entire situation with Maxx Crosby, the rescinding of the trade back to the Las Vegas Raiders from the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. Put this down right quick. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this. According to Amy Trask, former Raiders CEO, team doctors have every reason to be, quote, extremely conservative in their prognosis when players are acquired. So this is what she said. Quote, because you don't want to be the team doctor that sticks their neck out and then be wrong. Trask told USA Today Sports. Okay? So what she's saying is these doctors are under extreme pressure to not be the one that sticks their neck out on a particular prognosis and then be wrong. That's career suicide is what she's saying. They're definitely going to be extremely conservative when it comes to figuring this out. All right. Now, in regards to what this particular situation and what Eric DeCosta, the general manager of the Ravens, what she says, what happened with that, she said, quote, situational ethics, perhaps. Trask, who is now an analyst at CBS Sports. So she said situational ethics. Amy Trask is a lawyer. She is definitely, and she's running for public office down there in Florida, but she is an attorney by her craft. So when she says situational ethics, she's saying pretty much the ethics in this situation can be questioned. She's saying situational ethics. You know, the ethics of having Maxx Crosby in one room and having Trey Hendrickson in another room and basically playing chess on 2 chessboards when nobody else is, each one of them is thinking that they're the only person, is a situational ethics situation. In other words, ethically, it could be questioned, but it's by a situation by situation basis. Okay? All right? So, she also continues. Trask doesn't believe that it's a case of buyer's remorse, because that's what the Raiders pretty much put out, that the Ravens backed out of this deal, and it's buyer's remorse. You bought something, now you don't want it. Okay? They brought out the chicken, you ate the majority of it, you ate 75 or 80% of it, then you said, you know what, I don't like it, I didn't like it, I want my money back. Okay, she's saying that's not it, but she said, but the doctor's findings surely affected Crosby's worth, which the Ravens had initially deemed with the 2 first-round picks. So she's saying it's not really a case of I bought it, I don't want it, it's not worth it. But she's saying that by them doing so, they damaged Crosby's trade value. That was done. There is no wiggling out of it. There's no wiggling out of it. The Ravens sabotaged the Raiders' opportunity and Max's opportunity to be traded to another team or another location for the compensation based on situational ethics. Okay? It's like somebody walking a very thin line on breaking the law. Like you lean the wrong way, your ass is in jail. Like you are really skating on thin ice, as they say. Are you sure you want to get out there and do that double pirouette, man, out there on that thin ass ice, man? Yeah. And you're sitting there waiting for them to fall through the ice and they're not falling through. Okay? While over there, somebody threw a rock, a pebble, and it went to the bottom. You're looking to see if these people sink. Definitely damage done, but ethically, hey, we're skating the line. Okay? She also said this. Trask's initial reaction to the reversal was that Crosby will relish the chance to show the Ravens they were wrong to back out of the deal. Quote, he has always played with passion and purpose, Trask said. Quote, now I think he's going to be more ferocious and fierce, unquote. So she's saying Maxx is about to act a fool to prove the Ravens absolutely wrong by putting a red F and circled it on him. He's going to be more ferocious and fierce than ever. Okay? He's always played with passion and purpose, but now I think he's going to be more ferocious and fierce, unquote. I mean, don't you think that bodes well for the Raiders, bro? A guy who's known to play with passion and purpose, who now has a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to even be more ferocious and fierce because of what happened? The Raiders got an absolutely brand new Maxx Crosby, bro. Because obviously Amy Trash knows what she's talking about. She's a Raider, bro. She's a real Raider. When Al passed away, that's when she walked away because she wasn't trying to be around when Mark was around. She already knew what was going to happen. She was like, Al's out of here. Do you want to stay? Nah, Marky. No, Marky. Marky, I got to go because it's not going to be what it's supposed to be. And she's right. It has not been. All right? You haven't seen her. She comes maybe once a year. She's not around the organization at all for good reason. Okay? She wouldn't approve of all this. There wouldn't be no Tom Brady and Spytek and Josh McDaniels and Tom Telesco's and Dave Ziegler's. There wouldn't have been none of that if she was around. That's why she's not around. Okay? Now, Crosby is recovering from a partial meniscus tear that was surgically repaired in January, and the injury prompted the Raiders to ask Crosby to sit out the final 2 games. Crosby did not appreciate that and left the team in a huff, according to Fox Sports. Maxx was wrong. Maxx was wrong. His injury deserved for him to sit his tail down, bro. It's March after surgery, and nobody wants him. What do you think? The Raiders got it right, bro. Even though they were trying to do some other stuff like Tank. That didn't work because the Shield didn't approve. The initial prognosis from the Raiders of sitting you down is obviously looking right when 6 doctors said, no, Maxx, 6 independent doctors said, hell no, including the Raiders doctor, so that makes 7. Raiders got it right, bro. He got mad for nothing. He got mad and went crazy and went ape shit when he really should have sat his ass down in the first place. Because We traded you like you wanted. We traded you to a contender. We traded you to a team that has a two first ballot Hall of Famers, including the quarterback who's a two-time league MVP. And they sent you right back to us. Imagine you being the cook at the best steakhouse in the city, and you cook something according to where you cook a whole tomahawk. You send it over there to the table, and you come back, and it's just a bone, and they say they're not paying for it, bro, because it wasn't cooked right. That's what the Raiders did. We did everything right, and guess what? We sent out a big ass tomahawk steak. You sent back a bone and no money. We didn't get paid. Hey, what happened to them? They just walked out and said they're not paying, bro, because the food was absolutely atrocious. Everything's gone. They ate the lobster mac and cheese. They ate the cream spinach. They ate all the bread. They drunk up all the wine. They left everything down to the bone. You can't even find some gristle on that shit. And then they said the food was nasty. The bill is 2 first-round draft picks. And they said they ain't doing it because they have a whole nother dinner in the other room over there across the street with Trey Hendrickson and them. Just ate off of you for free. Now they're going to go over there and eat again. Come on, man. Maxx got that wrong, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with me saying that, dog. I love Maxx just as much as you. The difference is when I love somebody, you gonna hear everything. You don't just get the good parts. You get it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. He was wrong, bro. And guess what? He found out not from us. We tried to tell him. He didn't want to listen to us. Just like how you did when your parents told you, hey, man, you're 27 now. I think you shouldn't be sitting on the PlayStation all day. You should go get a job. No, Mom. No, I'm leaving. All right, hey, nigga, get the hell out. Then you go out to the real world and you find out you're not employable at all. No work experience, no education, no work ethic, no clean urine, no Department of Justice clean a background check. Now you're back on our porch. What are we supposed to do? Let you in. You're the family. We got to let you in. See, tried to tell you, son. Come back in here and get in your room, dog. Fix your shit. And that's what happened. But Amy Trask said, shit. Maxx is going to act a fool because now Maxx knows. He knows now. Outside isn't a nice place. It's not nice outside, y'all. My mother told me that same thing, and my dad. They both told me. They're like, there's real bills outside. Just wait. There's real bills outside. You're not paying the freight. You're not. When I said, hey, who was in my room? My mom was like, you don't have a room? Yeah, my room's right here. No. That's my room that you live in. You don't got a room. You pay rent. No. Hey, you don't got no room, homie. I go that room anytime I want to. What you talking about? You want a room? You got to go and get you released and go get your own room. But you don't got no room in here. Straight up. Guess what? There was a time I said, I'm going to go get my own. Everything was cool. Man, I could do whatever I want. I could leave my cereal bowl wherever I wanted to. I could just walk in the house and just kick my damn pants off and leave them wherever. I could do whatever the hell I wanted to do, dog. But guess what happened on the 1st of the month? Time to pay. Guess what happened on the 12th of the month? Gotta pay the car note. Car insurance comes at the 1st of the month too. Hey, man. I'm running around, man. I'm buying everything I used to buy. I'm still wearing the flyest Jordans. I'm still wearing my 501s. I'm still going out doing whatever. But damn, man, what happened, bro? Chill, man. At the middle of the month, I had no money. Didn't know how to budget, none of that. Oh my God, what's going on, man? Damn, what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to humble myself and pick up the phone and call those 2 people that brought me into the world. I need some help. Hey, Matthew, Hey, mom. How's it going out there? Uh, Damn, things are expensive, mom. Yeah, things I try to tell you that. Yeah. Uh, hey, I'm gonna have to borrow some money. Hello, mom? My dad just passed the phone to my dad. We knew he was calling. Yeah, man. What? You need money, don't you? You need some money, right? Yeah, That's what I thought. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? You might have to figure that out. Pass it back to my mom. Yeah. Call back Friday. I'll see. I'll talk to him. But you're gonna have to figure it out for a couple of days. Like, figure it out. All right. We'll talk to you on Friday. All right. Thank God my parents never left me out there. They just let me suffer for a few days. But Friday came. They get your ass over to the house. Dad, when you gonna pay me back? I think I still owe his ass right now. Okay. So what am I saying? Hey, Maxx found out, bro. It's cold outside. Okay. Cold outside. All right. All right. So with that being said, Amy Trask says that the doctors have every reason to be extremely conservative because they're scared. They're scared to go out and put their name on something. They're scary. But in this situation, there was situational ethics that probably weren't up to par. Okay? Meaning that DaCosta may or may not have taken advantage of the situation. Okay? But she said it wasn't buyer's remorse. But she said that the findings surely affected Crosby's worth. So what she's saying is she doesn't believe that they bought it and didn't want it anymore. She's leaving that open-ended. So I'll fill that in with my opinion. And my opinion is that once they got Trey Hendrickson, they weren't interested at all. There wasn't, I buy it, I don't want it anymore. It's not worth it. It's like, she's not saying that. She's just saying that they used the doctor's conservative prognoses to their advantage. In other words, they were playing chess. The Raiders and Maxx Crosby was playing pinochle. Not even checkers. They're playing Uno. They're playing Go Fish. Okay? So another former general manager, the Jets' former general manager, Mike Tannenbaum, I remember him. This is what he said. Because these are both of these guys, these people are very, very respected people in the NFL when it comes to these dealings. One, Amy Trask, former CEO of the Raiders for many years, at least 20. And then Mike Tannenbaum, who was the general manager of the New York Jets. He said, quote, when you trade for a player that had a meniscus repair, it's not gonna look great at this stage, unquote. So what he's saying is, when you traded for Maxx Crosby in the state of his recovery, it never looks good. It never looks good. It's not gonna look good. Why did they do that? Why did they do the physical now? It's insinuating, let's do it when we know it's not going to look good. Okay? Let me continue, because I want to have two different opinions so you guys can judge for yourself. He said, quote, how much different was it from what they expected? Unquote. How much different was it from what they expected it to be if you're going to come in this early? He's saying, man, the Ravens knew what it was going to look like when he got there. They knew it wasn't going to look good. Why are you doing it now? Why don't you do it a couple of weeks from now? See? Hey, everybody trying to act like the Raiders didn't get played. They did. They did, bro. It's okay. I'm still a Raider, but shit, I ain't trying to get played again. Shit. I mean, I ain't never going to just take a girl where you want to go. Oh, I want to go to this restaurant. We go to a restaurant, I get the bills $350. Like, I didn't do my homework. I'm going to pay it now. I'm going to say, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing because I ain't trying to mess up my bun opportunity. But I'm definitely going to understand. I need to be understanding before I agree to some shit, how much shit costs. Shit, you know, hey, I got caught slipping. It's okay. Players get caught slipping. Didn't it never happened again though. Never. I was like, okay, got you. You ordering up. Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna take care of that later. All right. I'm gonna get my 350 out of it. Get my lick back. Okay. Trust and believe that. But with that being said, man, you walked into a jungle with a pork chop jacket on, man. Straight up. Okay. Tannenbaum said it's more common for medical issues to be discovered during pre-draft exams. The other team could examine Crosby's medicals or take less or even no issue with them. So he's saying exactly what we've been saying. The teams determine how much risk they want to take. Do I want to take it or not? You go to Vegas, you say you're gambling, and your boy says he's gambling. Okay? I'll give you a perfect example. My boys, that when I go to Vegas with my boys, they're gamblers. These dudes are thousands of dollars gambling when they gamble. Me, I'm $20, dog. Like, I'd rather go bet on a sports event. I'm not going in there spending up 5,000, down 2, back up, doing all that. I leave with $600. Like I lost $4,500 at the tables. I'm not that type of cat, bro. Okay, if I want to bet, it has to be me. I'm bet on me. Hey Shaq, I bet you $20 that you can't make 8 out of 10 free throws or some shit. It'd have to be more than that, more like 200. Yeah, okay, I could do that because that's me. If I don't do it, it's me. But to bet on something that I can't control, shit. All right. So he said the letter of the law, Tannenbaum said the letter of the law noted that nothing is official till 4 p.m. on the day of the new year. When did all that go down? Before 4 p.m. So when Amy Trask says situational ethics, perhaps, Eric DaCosta is a seasoned general manager. John Spytek is in his sophomore year as being a GM. Tom Brady is in his sophomore year of being the de facto general manager. They got played by somebody who they call a seasoned veteran. Okay, a seasoned veteran played you because he knows all the tricks of the trade and you don't. This was a learning lesson for Maxx Crosby. This was a learning lesson for John Spytek. This was a learning lesson for Tom Brady. Man, don't walk into a gunfight with a butter knife, homie. Are you here to spread some butter on some toast? Or are you here to take somebody out? Okay. Tannenbaum also said that hey man, that's how it works. That's how it works, man. Did the Ravens do anything wrong? They walked the letter of the law, but ethically, that wasn't cool, bro. That was foul. But nothing was broken. Okay, like they say, no animals were injured in the making of this picture. It just looked like something happened to them. Nothing happened though, but it looked like it, but nothing happened. Eric DaCosta described the Ravens trade for Crosby and the signing of Hendrickson as, quote, mutually exclusive. See, these dudes, the wording, he's saying it's mutually exclusive. The interest in Hendrickson began once it became clear. This is what he's saying. Listen to this very closely. Became clear once they lost center Tyler Linderbaum, who signed a 3-year, $81 million deal with the Ravens, ironically, DaCosta indicated. So all of a sudden, when the Raiders acquired their lost center, Tyler Linderbaum, that's when the interest in Hendrickson began. USA Today, homie. Check, what's your sources? USA Today. He all of a sudden got interested once he lost to the Raiders their center. That's when he decided, yeah, well, let's see what's going on with Trey Hendrickson. And it just so happened, and just ironically, Maxx Crosby is a guy coming over from the Raiders, and we got till 4 o'clock. So you know what he did? He used that deal, that timing, to solidify his deal with Hendrickson. Crosby was already there, brought in these scary ass doctors. Scary doctors, that's what Amy said. extremely conservative in their prognosis because they don't want to stick their necks out and be wrong. So you brought in 6 scary ass doctors and they scared to death to say Maxx can play longer than a year. And then they had till 4 o'clock. They gave Trey Hendrickson the bag. And then they sent Maxx back to Vegas. Bruised, battered, and wallet absolutely taken. That's what happened. That's the whole situation, you guys. I just solved the whole problem. The Ravens were dirty. The Ravens were foul. The Ravens were cunning. The Ravens were game tight. And shoot, man, you got to salute somebody who knows how to run a play. They ran a play on the Raiders and Maxx. They ran a serious play. And you know what? They got what they wanted in the end. Their reputation took a hit. But who's going to care next year? Nobody. They got away with some shit this time. So what has to happen now? The Raiders, John Spytek and Tom Brady and Mark Davis, because he's also looking funny too, and Maxx Crosby have to make them regret it. We have to play and bust grapes out there. We got to kick the NFL's ass and look good and look like, damn, you guys made a huge mistake giving Maxx Crosby back to the Raiders. And according to Amy Trask, and then I'll read your questions, she said, Maxx Crosby has always played with a passion and purpose, and now I think he's going to be even more ferocious and fierce, unquote. That's it. That's the whole shit. That's the whole shit, homie. Yeah. Yeah, dog. The Ravens, there's nothing you can do about it. You got outplayed, bro. That's it. Okay? They gave you the wrong directions, dog. Had you running around in circles, bro, while they had you way over there, dog, and they out with your girl, bro. They left you, what they say, lead you on a wild goose chase. You got led on a wild goose chase. Can't get mad, bro. Raiders were game goofy on that, as we say back in the Bay Area. Game goofy. Okay? That's somebody who's goofy to the game. You out here what we would call green to the game. You green, bruh. Okay? Drinking the Kool-Aid, don't know the flavor. There's a whole bunch of different sayings that I could use. Euphemisms, as they're called. I could say a whole bunch of shit. Okay? You're on the right track, but on the wrong train. All those kind of sayings. Okay? You thought it was sweet when it was bitter. Wasn't sweet. You thought that was your girl when it was what? Our girl. That ain't your girl, that's our girl, homie. You're just Taco Tuesday. I'm the rest of the week. Learn the next time. Don't get played twice, Spytek. Don't get played twice, Brady. They laughing at you, dog. They used you as leverage. They used Maxx as leverage. Now it's time to make them pay for it. We play them next year. We play the Ravens in 2027. I was going to go anyway because I always go to Ravens and Raiders, man, because of my wife, and we always go. My son was 1 year old when we went the last time. I'll be there. But now I have an added incentive. I want to see Maxx Crosby act a fool. Let me read you guys' questions. Those of you guys who tipped your bartender will always be read first. Okay? That's just how that works. All right? Justice Saw, is that you with the $49 dono? $49.99 dono? Man, nephew, is that you? Man, why did you detract your message, bro? Come on, man, I saw it, man. Red Justice Saw with the $49.99 dono, bro. You better tell me what it is you asked me, bro. Okay? You better tell me what it is you asked me. The message ain't there, man. It says message redacted. You better put a message in there, dog. You just gave me $49, nephew. I got to answer your question. Okay? All right, Patrice with the $4.99 dono. Said the funny thing, Maxx is posting videos of all from Lamar Jackson. I can't say that word, K word, and the VIG stories. Man, he's pissed. He's pissed as shit. Okay, but you know what, man? Sometimes that's the best way. Sometimes, man, I mean, I look back on my life, the things that made me the most angry, Patrice, and the things that I know that was my fault were the things that I never repeated. I never repeated it again. If I played myself, congratulations, you played yourself. DJ Khaled voice. When that shit ever happened, and I was so mad. One thing that my wife would tell you about me, because a lot of you guys know me, but you don't know me personally like that, like behind the scenes. That one of the things that pissed me off the most, Patrice, about myself is that when I make a mistake, I'm super critical. She always tell me, "You're just human. You're just human, babe. You need to give yourself some grace. Why are you so hard on yourself?" Because if I'm not hard on myself, man, ain't nobody going to be as hard as it on me. I'm never making that mistake again. Like critical. I'm super hard. Like I make it hurt. Like, man, that was a bad move. You shouldn't have did that, or you shouldn't agree to that, or you didn't play that right, or that business situation, you should have did this, and you should have put that in the contract, and you should have whatever it was. Hey, man, I thought that was the homie. I should have seen the signs earlier. It never happens again. That's how I make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay? And I guarantee you, Maxx ain't gonna make that mistake again. He's like, no. You're not gonna make me look like I'm a cripple. They got him out here in medical paperwork looking like a cripple, bro. Looking like a whole cripple. But as Tannenbaum said, how much different was it from what they expected to be? When you trade for a player with meniscus repair, it's not gonna look great at this stage. They knew it wasn't gonna look good, but they could do it. Like I said, man, you put yourself out there. All right, man. Okay, who else, man? Gave up the dono? Hey, Justin, you better put something up, bruh. Okay. All right, man. Justin Saw with the $9.99 dono. Appreciate you coming on and running a Raider business. Keep up the good work, And hey, man, Justin, I appreciate you, man. You my protege, man. Okay. All right, man. I'm Yoda, dog, and you Luke. Okay. When you get your chip, pass it along to the other little whippersnappers coming up in the game. Pay it forward. Okay. I need for this ism to keep going. Long after I'm out here, I need for the ism to reach down to the next members and the next members and the next members and the next members. Pass that shit down. Okay. All right. It has to be, because we can't be walking around here, man, being food. All right. We can't do it. All right. Appreciate you, Justin. I don't know what happened to that other message. So let me read the rest of y'all comments, man. But we've been cooking. Oh, I think, did I miss somebody else? Okay, Reese with the $4.99 dono. What's up, Reese? What's up, Pimp Juice? Okay. Last 2 nights, man. 13,000 views 2 nights in a row. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, dog. I mean, we cooking. We cooking over here, dog. Man, we are in double digits in views, bruh. I mean, yeah, what? 5 digits. Okay. There ain't no 4 digits no more, bruh. All right, man. Let's see what's going on, you guys. What's going on, man? Hope you guys are having a good Friday, y'all. Hope Friday's cracking. Okay. I see another dono, man. Roy Hodges with the $9.99 dono. We're ready for the season, Shaq. People sleeping on us this year. Maxx is hunting this year. Defense is loaded. Offense is a sleeper this year. What do you think of our record going to be? Well, one thing I'll say this, man. Let me take a little sip, because that's a very good question. I can't give us a record because we haven't done the draft yet. We all know Fernando Mendoza is expected to be one, but what about the rest of the draft? I got to see everybody. Okay? That's like trying to have a meeting and everybody ain't there. It's like, hey, man, you got half of the team there and you're waiting for the other half. Like when the whole team is assembled, they're going to say, hey, Shaq, is everyone here? Yeah, Shaq, everyone's here. Okay, man. All right, man. Yeah, okay, man, we're going to start the meeting. Everybody's there. Right now, man, people are not there yet. Okay? Well, how long before the rookies get here? Oh, man, they're not going to get here till April 26th. I got to wait. So I agree with everything you said, but as far as me giving a record, it's going to take a while for me to do that. I'll tell you, it's not going to be 3 wins. I can say that. Everyone's saying, the Raiders aren't expected to win more than 5.5 games, and you better get on your FanDuel and get on your your DraftKings, or hit up the Indian gaming casino, the closest one, or take your ass to Vegas or Atlantic City somewhere and put some money on that, because 5.5 games ain't shit. That ain't shit. We should definitely. That's easy money. That's easy money. You think we ain't gonna win more than 5 games? That's easy money. We winning more than 5 games, bro. We winning more than 5 games. We may not win 8, but if you want to win some money, shit. Any of your boy, oh, y'all still are gonna be. Any of your dumb coworkers and your dumbass friends, bro, who are thinking that you still gonna go 3-14, you go ahead and take those bets, because you're gonna take their money. They're gonna be avoiding you once you win. You could win the first 4 games of the season. What if we go 4-0, or the first 5 games of the season we go 4-1? You already got your money. You already walking around work collecting that. Hey Johnny, run me my money. Wayne, oh man, nah. Run me my money, man. 4-1. Run me my money. You said 3 wins. Run me my money. Craig, but shit, you got fired for stealing boxes. You ain't got no money, man. That's why you didn't make that bet. But I told you we was gonna win. You was scared, and you knew we was gonna be higher than that. Yeah, man, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie, run me my money. If they don't want to run you your money, man, collect some lunches. Hey, man, you owe me a lunch. You owe me a lunch, fool. You owe me a milkshake. Your ass owe me this. Your ass owe me that. Hell wrong with you, man. Clean up on all these haters, bro. Take from them. You have to take from a hater. Take from them, dog. Take from them. That's what I'm going to do. They ain't calling me up saying shit, because I'm the one that I'll book a plane to come get mine. I ain't tripping. I just want to see your face. Yeah, man, you got to run me that 500, dog. Oh, Shaq, your ticket was 500. Hey, man, it was a free trip just to see your raggedy ass face. Run me my money right now. Palms up. Right now. Give me my paper. There ain't no IOUs and, hey, bro, hey, man, let me get it to you. Let me pay you 20 now. And no. Run it all. Because if I lost, you would be wanting me to Zelle you your shit. Okay? All right, straight up. All right, man. Sarah K. Scott with the 1999 dono. What's up, Sarah? Said, I just watched Max's Instagram story. You have been cooking all week, keeping it up. Hey, I'm motivated just like Maxx is motivated. I'm motivated just like him. That 15,000 subscribers, when that shit hit, like a lot of the stuff that I'm getting, y'all don't get to see. So it's back end stuff. I'm getting emails from congratulations from YouTube. They're sending me all these video things with confetti and balloons and congratulation things flashing on my phone and all of that shit. And things have changed. When you look at the commercials, I got Sony PlayStation on there, man. I had Whatnot. I had Mercedes-Benz commercials. I'm like, I have major commercials on these videos now. Major ones. Guess what? That means revenue's coming up. These guys pay more for revenues. The advertisers are seeing our content, and they're saying, we like the content. We'll advertise on Matthew Shack Unfiltered's videos. So, hey, we're on our way, bro. We're almost at 15-1, 15-1 almost. We're almost at 15-1. I think we're at 1560 or something. 50, So we're moving. So let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you. Thanks, Sarah. Okay. All right. Okay. Fudge Dog. Blaze one for the nation. What do you think I'm doing, dog? Getting ready to go to dinner with the family after this, bro. Go pick up the Charles Woodson. Look at that right there. That's the Oakland Coliseum. Lee C. Woody right there. Go pick up the sweatshirt. Okay. Come on, bro. Unfiltered Nation. Come on. Hold on. You thought that was it? They see us coming and going. They see real Raiders coming and going. What you mean? What you mean? Okay. Come on. What you mean? What you talking about? Excuse me, y'all. I'm just trying to show you what it is, not what it ain't. All right. So let's get to these questions, y'all. All right, man. Salute. Justin Saw. What's good? Hey, nephew. I'm proud of you, bro. Proud of you, man. You took care of your boy, man. But y'all asked me what Amy Trask had to say about it. So I had to find out what Amy said. And she said that the team doctors are under fear. Oh, there goes my son. It's about that time. It's about the time when son started running around. He's right on time right now. Yeah, it's about the right time. Okay, all right. They have every reason to be extremely conservative in their prognoses with players are concerned. Them NFL doctors, you think that's a good job? It is a good job. It's a very high paying job, but it's very stressful. They're scared to death because, Amy Trash, they do not want to be the team doctor that sticks their neck out and then be wrong. Oh, wow. You're talking about somebody like a Trey Hendrickson. He just signed a 4-year, $114 million deal. Do you want to be the doctor that got the prognosis wrong? And you're on the hook for why the team you work for just signed a cripple? Nah, dog, they scared to death. That's what she's saying. So due to the fact that that's the case, according to what she said, but in this case with Eric DaCosta, Ravens GM, she said it's, quote, situational ethics, perhaps. In other words, using something that, using it that way you shouldn't use it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like your boss who has the authority to have you work on a Saturday, and due to the fact he doesn't really like you, and he knows that it's your daughter's birthday on a Saturday, he tells you you got to come in on Saturday even though you requested it off, and he said he'd let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. Hey, man, Saturday, man, it's my son's birthday, my daughter's birthday. They're twins, okay, son and daughter. It's my twins' birthday, and you tell them 2 weeks ago, hey, man, I'd like to request that day off. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to let you know, Robert. Okay, for sure. All right, man. A couple days go by. Hey, has that been cleared yet? Oh, yeah, man, we going to take care of you, man, this, that, and the other. You go all the way up, man. And then a Friday, which is today, tomorrow's supposed to be that day you've been asking him all week. And then he comes back and says, hey, man, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, Quincy, you're going to have to work, bro. We can't find coverage, bro. You're going to have to come in. See? Does he have the authority to tell you that? Yeah. He did. Well, if you don't come in, man, you're going to get ridden up. You're going to be going to be listed as a no-call, no-show if you don't show up. You don't get to go to your daughter's birthday and your son's birthday party. Well, how long I got to work? Oh, man, it's a 12, man. Damn, man, can I work a half day? Nah, man, sorry, bro. Nothing we can do. Ethical. Because he could have told you that already. But he left you up against the creek. Now you got to go deal with your baby mama. And now she's going to be talking about how you're never there for your kids. You see what I'm saying? But without the job, you a bum. You a bum, deadbeat dad. Without the job, you can't pay for your kids' care. But guess what? If you don't show up, you're still a deadbeat because you missed the birthday. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. Situational ethics, perhaps. Yeah. The situation, but it was the ethics of it. You didn't have to do that. But you did it anyway because you could. I just gave you the best scenario, and you felt it when I said that shit. Where your boss is sabotaging you in your personal life. That's when I tell my boss, kiss my ass. Or I go over their head. I can tell you something extremely personal about that situation, but I won't, because I'm going to get so mad about it, I'll probably log off of here. But understand that was tried on me before. On something that was worse than that. Because my boss was intimidated by me because everyone said I should be him, which I wound up being eventually. You know what I did? When he tried that at the last minute, I said, all right. Fortunately for me, I was friends with Chloe and them up in HR. I just went to HR. Instead of going to lunch, I went to HR. And I went in there and I told her. I said, hey, this is a situation. I got to be somewhere tomorrow. And I put this in 2 weeks ago. You know what she said? We never got any requests, Shaq. We never got no requests from him for you to put your time off. He never submitted anything. He never intended on letting me off. He never submitted it. I said, well, you know what? I might as well tell you I won't be here. I'm about to quit. She's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, because you have bereavement. Bereavement. Figure that out. I have bereavement. He didn't tell you you have bereavement? No. Well, you have bereavement. You can leave and you'll be paid for up to a week. I don't need a week, but you take a week. And she signed off on it right then. I ain't even go back and talk to that fool. When I got back a week later with my pay, that's when the process of him losing his job and me being him started. So what am I telling you? Situational ethics, perhaps. People using their power against you with cause, because they can. And if you're a buster and you ain't a real one like me, who will go there, like I said, I almost hit him in his face. I was like, man, I'm about to bust his whole grate. But guess what? They gave me his job instead. At the end of the day, he got booted and I got his job. He was on the soup line and I was him. But when I was him, I never did that to any of my guys. I never did that shit. So what am I saying? Eric DaCosta is a POS. But Eric DaCosta played the game better than we did. So you can't get mad at somebody who's superior in the game category. You went around telling everybody that you was gonna ask Claire out, and he beat you to the punch and just walked up to her and asked her, and she said, yeah, and you walking around with you know what I'm saying? Stop telling everybody your plans. You got to learn how to move in silence, bro. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Ain't no, you don't hear no G, but it's there though, right? Official Mac Juice in the house. What's going on? J6 House. Okay, with that team. All right, Egalitarian Mr. BR. What's going on, Mr. BR? What's going on, Mr. BR? Mr. BR just be laying in the cut. Mr. BR, you be chilling, bro. I got to give it to you. Let's get these likes up, Justin. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, kid. Okay. Whittington Thomas says, dope cap. I got that one too. What it do? Whittington Thomas, you know I call this hat Al Davis. Okay. You always got to have something that you do on special occasions. I don't wear this hat. This hat I've had for many seasons. Still looks nice and crispy and white. You don't see no sweat marks or nothing on it because I don't wear it a lot. But Amy Trask is about the closest to Al Davis as I can get. So due to the fact that I'm reading Amy Trask's opinion on this situation, I had to put on Al. I had to put AD on, bro. I had to put him on. I had to put on Allen. Allen is on. Okay. Fitted, of course. You know what I'm saying? I had to put Allen on. All right. Just because Amy's talking. All right. Straight up. Okay. As you see, I had to have real Raiders on. I got on the Charles Woodson, approved by Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskeys. Woodson Whiskeys and Charles Woodson approved. Go pick this up in t-shirt on Matthew Shackle Filtered. Or if you want to really be gangster, go get the sweatshirt right on the site. So I had to put the white one on today. It won't be on tomorrow, though. It'll go right back where it goes. Okay. All right, man. Justice Saw. Last but not least, tip your bartender. You definitely did that today, pimping. Okay. Salute to that, man. All right. I was pleasantly surprised, Justin. I'm like, damn, Justin coming through. Okay. Blaze one for the nation. Miss Patrice, what's good? Hey, P. Amy Trask said that Maxx is gonna be more ferocious and fierce. That's a problem. Okay, that's a problem right there. Larry Ramirez with the 1999 dono. What's going on, Three Ringer? What up, bro? I must say, you and I think alike. Keep up teaching these peeps. Hey, man, I just wish that I had somebody to raise me up, man. I didn't have nobody. I lived in a house with a bunch of 49er fans, man. Shoot, man, none of my best boys are Raider fans. None of them. All my boys are different teams. My best friends, Chicago Bears. My next best friends, Steelers. Greg Butler, Sarah, is my second best friend, and then all my other boys, Ravens, Saints, my boy ain't cut Saints, but he comes from a Raider family, so so that helps. So he has love for the Raiders. But man, none of my closest boys is Raider fans, dog. I don't, y'all, you guys, Bill, Raider Trey, Winton Thomas, y'all Violator and Major Raider and all y'all Justice all you guys, E Trip, okay, you know. But as far as the people that I grew up with, like my homies, like Ace Booms, they ain't Raider fans, bro. So I didn't get raised up in the nation. I had to raise myself. I had to raise myself in the nation. I had to learn. I had to figure this shit out. You know how many times I went to the bars and clubs and strip clubs to go watch the game? They didn't want to watch no damn Raider game. Hey man, want to go to watch the Raider? I don't want to watch that, man. I had to go to the club by myself, dog. That's how I learned how to maneuver. I'm like, man, this better be in solo dolo. Because when I had all these things popping, they didn't know how I had it. They see me at the mall with this one. They see me over here with that one. They see me at the pizza parlor with that one. They're like, dog, where are you going? No, don't worry about where I was at. You didn't want to go. Remember? At the Raider games. At the bar at the Raider game. Which bar? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Oh, Shaq's always being secretive. How you think I got to be how I was? You think I'm a be the guinea pig and then tell you where I was at so you can go and reap the benefits? Nah. She got any friends? She got plenty. What do they look like? They fine as shit. Hey, hook me up. No. 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 Okay. All right. Larry Ramirez with another 1999 dodo. I mean, what a day, y'all. Yes, sir. OG's moving silence. I had a similar situation, bro. I got it handled. Of course you did. Because you got to understand, man, the majority of the time, not all the time, but the majority of the time, the people who are over you are not on your level. They got there because they're situational ethical people. They're people who do what you won't do. They dirty mac their way to that position. Okay? They straight backstab somebody to get that job. They straight snitched on people to get that job. They might have been doing something strange for some change with some knee pads to get that job. That's how they became your boss. They didn't become your boss because they had the skill set. They just was dirty about it and did whatever they needed to do. Then they run across a real one like us, LR2, and then they find out you can't Debo us, bruh. You ain't gonna be no Deboing, dog. Okay? All right? I'm Big Worm, a.k.a. Big Perm. Have me my money, run me my money, dog. He got his money, though, didn't he? Straight up. Play with us if you want to. Play with something safe. Say it with me. I'm not safe, and that's it. He thought he was going, what? You never submitted it? Man, I was about to blow a hole in his face. I already told him I'd quit. My mother always told me, rest in peace. She always told me, she said, never stay where you're not wanted, including a job. If they ain't treating you right, walk out that bitch. Bye. Kiss my whole ass. And every time I tried to do it, they pulled me back in there. You're not quitting? Nah, because I'm about to really throw somebody out this window. Like, I got to go. Then no, you don't. Take you in the back room. There's been a lot of complaints about Tim. There's a lot of complaints about Tim. Don't worry about it. We already got that figured out. Tim don't have a clue his ass is T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Gonna do it, but you knew what I was gonna do. It wasn't gonna be this one. It was gonna be the other one. All right, straight up, man. All right, man. Maurice Ross, what's up, Maurice? What's going on, Maurice in the house, man? Real Raiders from the soil. Happy Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th. This came out today, so Amy Trask is saying it's Friday the 13th. Maxx Crosby's about to go. Jason Voorhees out there, man. He's about to go. What do you think he's been posting? Have you guys been paying attention to Maxx Crosby's IG? I know Sarah's been sending me stuff on his IG, and I know Patrice has been sending me stuff on his IG and letting me know, Maxx Crosby, you need to go to Maxx Crosby's IG, bro. He's really angry. His agent, CJ LeBoy, said, I'll tell you this. He said by training camp, Maxx Crosby's gonna be, his knee's gonna be 200% ready to go. FAFO. F around and find out. Oh my God, bro. What an absolute blessing. The Shield took care of it again, dog. Wasn't gonna let a real Raider walk away, bro. We gonna fix that. Okay. Patrice said 13,000 views is beautiful. Now, understand, I've had the biggest views I've had on this channel is when I talk, politics. That's 38,000. Back when the Trump situations that were happening and all that stuff, when the situation happened with him, things flying around, those little metal things flying around, I was hitting 38,000, 32,000, 35,000. But with Raiders, the biggest I've ever had was this. I've always had, the biggest I had before was maybe like 10. And it was like once, and didn't happen no more. But for Raider content, to hit 13,000 last night, 13,000 the night before, and 9,500 the night before that, that's a lot of views and a lot of likes, well over 1,000. Okay, the algorithm is algorithming right now. It's without question. It ain't no fluke. Okay, YouTube is paying attention. The commercials themselves, bro. Like, I literally had somebody say there's too many commercials. Every 4 minutes on a video, a commercial's on. Like a 2-part commercial. Like, you got to watch the first one, you can skip over the second one. They call those non-skippable videos. It's cooking. Okay? Absolutely cooking. All right? All right, man. Straight up, man. Okay? Appreciate all the donos, y'all. Appreciate all the donos. Thank you, you guys. All right? Please become members over here, especially you ringers. All you ringers, this is where you get celebrated. You don't hear no other channels talking about no rings. They don't talk, no other Raider content channels are talking about rings because the hosts don't have any. So they don't talk about it. You never hear them talk about no rings because they don't have them. So if you're a ringer, a 1 ringer, 2 ringer, or a 3 ringer, you should be a member just because. Just because you're going to get celebrated over here. Okay? Do yourself a favor, man. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. All right? Carrie, what's going on? Love the hat. Al Davis. Special occasion. Special occasion. He gonna go right back where he go. I got a hat case with all my Raider hats in it. Zip up case. Okay? This one goes in the back. I got all the other hats. This one in the back. I got to take the whole thing out to get to this one. When it's done, make sure everything's cool. Put them back. It's not a hat I wear on purpose. Okay? This is Al, man. Al is Al. This is not just to put it on for looks. Okay? We got a new member. Local Renegade in the house. What's going on, man? Welcome to the elite. That's what you do. Welcome to the elite. And you got to keep your memberships every month, bro. Keep them. Okay? Welcome to the elite, Pimp Juice. Okay? All right, man. Congratulations. Thank you, dog. All right, man. Guar Pope? No. Guar Pope's in here? In the words of Matthew Shack, you can't make this up. You need to make sure to quote, hey, man, you're right. We might already have something like that. Man, you guys do not understand what's getting ready to happen with this merch, bro. But better go get this new shit. Okay? Get this shit that's right. Get this. Get the shit you need. but it's coming. All right, man. Bill Holloway driving to work. What's up, Big Beezy? Okay, Big Beezy in the house. Hey, Big Beezy, these Rubicons, bro. These Rubicons is really nice. Really nice. I like it. Okay. I heard there's I heard there's a Cohiba Blue. I don't know if you've tried that one. Okay. Whittington Thomas. All right, man. Okay, Gilbert, what's going on? Patrice. All right, man. Gilbert says I've been posting on my Facebook. I appreciate that, man. We got to let them know what it is, not what it ain't. I want to hit 20,000. If we can hit 20,000 before the season, that would be amazing. I mean, it's right there. Okay, let's keep it moving. Seemed like it was just 10,000 just a while ago. We jumped up 5,000. We should be able to do it. Let people know what it is. Okay. All right, man. Justice Saw. I didn't see what Amy Trask said. I don't know if she said anything. That's what I'm here to listen. I'll say it again for you, big dog. This is for Justice Saw, man, for those huge donos he gave today. Okay, so I'm gonna read this for you. All right. According to former Raiders CEO Amy Trask, team doctors have every reason to be, quote, extremely conservative in their prognosis when players are acquired. She said because, quote, you don't want to be the team doctor that sticks their neck out and then be wrong, Amy Trask told USA Today Sports. But also she said in regards to this particular situation with Maxx Crosby, she said it was, quote, situational ethics perhaps. She doesn't believe it's a case of buyer's remorse, but the doctor's findings surely affected Maxx Crosby's worth, which the Ravens had initially deemed it to be 2 first-round picks. And she said, but with all that happened, she said, Trask's initial reaction to the reversal is that Crosby will relish the chance to show the Ravens they were wrong to back out of the deal. Quote, he has always played with passion and purpose. Now I think he's going to be more ferocious and fierce, unquote. That's what she said. That's it. So these are the 3 points. Number one, the doctors are scared to death and they're going to be extremely conservative with their prognosis. They're scared to death. They don't want to be on the hook for a $200 million signing on a player, $150 million, $90 million guaranteed, and they're wrong. They don't want to be the one to stick their neck out and they get it wrong. But in this particular case, the situation was used with ethics involved. She didn't say unethically, but she's insinuating the ethics may be in question on how they use the doctors. They had 6 of them there. 6 scared doctors with a whole Maxx Crosby, bruh. With Eric DaCosta having Trey Hendrickson in the other room looking at them like, y'all better come up with a reason why Maxx ain't gonna be here so I can get over here, send his ass back to Vegas. And guess what they did? What they normally do. Okay? Because Mike Tannenbaum, former general manager of the Jets, said this. Quote, when you trade for a player, he was specific. When you trade for a player that had a meniscus repair, it's not going to look great at this stage. Unquote. So they knew it wasn't going to look good. That's like you getting an operation and then they look at the wound the next day. Hey, man, that don't look too good, bruh. Dude, they just got the operation yesterday. Don't look good. They knew it. And then he said, quote, how much different was it than they expected? Unquote. You knew it was going to look bad, but you did it anyway so you could what? Bring these scary ass doctors in so they can say what they would say under the circumstances. Doctors are looking at it now. They said Maxx can play next year, no problem. He said, what about next year? What about the future? Based on what we see today, Eric, it doesn't look good. That's all we had to say. Hey, Negro, that's all you had to say. Remember Samuel Jackson? Remember him in Pulp Fiction? Okay, that's what he said. Damn, Negro, that's all you had to say. Maxx. We'll validate your parking. Have a safe trip back to Las Vegas. Trey, here I come. You got played. And it's okay. It happens to the best of us, dog. You got to learn some way. Got to learn somehow. I'm telling you. If you a young Thundercat out there running around in these streets, your best lessons are gonna be taught to you by a female. Female's gonna teach you your best lesson. There's gonna be one that's gonna get your goat. There's gonna be one that's gonna have your mouth so wide open and she gonna leave it open, brother. And you wake up, you're gonna be played, bro. That's how you learn the best. You got to get in there and get your reps, homie. You got decleated. You came around the end and you wasn't looking. Takaya! Your ass was airborne like this. I bet you the next time you come down and kick off coverage, you're looking around. You ready? Boom! Won't do it again, will you? Let's put you on injury reserve for 5 or 6 games. You remember Jonathan Abram, his rookie year? Remember Jonathan Abram? He thought he could just sandblast everybody, running around just until my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Remember? He was out all season. He was done by game 3, by week 3. Jonathan Abram was out for the year, bro. But when he came back, what did he do? That's when he started making business decisions. Remember Jonathan Abram started making business decisions back there tackling people. Maybe I'll tackle you. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll let you. Maybe I'll push you out of bounds. Maybe I won't. He learned his lesson. But where's he at? Out the league. Okay? He's out the league. Octane, what's going on, Octane? Carlos Sanchez, what's going on? Which is opposites, keep controlling out the league, or you will be Timberland. You get the Timberland. Hey, man, tell you straight up, man. You'll get those butters, as they call them in New York City, man. You'll get those butters, okay, in your buttocks. You definitely getting booted. We're going to Ray Guy your ass up out of here. We're going to Shane Lecter your ass out of here. We're going to AJ Cole your ass up out of here, bro. Understand, all right? It's going to happen, okay? Straight up. Patrice, man, updated my security system at home with ADT. It's been a great day. Yeah. And you know what? If they happen to get past the ADT, you got the GUN. Yeah. You got the GUN. Do you want to deal with the ADT or do you want to deal with the GUN? Which one you want? Okay, which one you want? Violator! 4 for 4, man. Everybody, y'all know what y'all need to do, man. Stand your ass up and salute the first ballot Hall of Famer, man. What's up, big bro, man? What's up, big bro? We doing the Shields work, man. Okay? Happy Friday, Shaq and Unfiltered Nation. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. He ain't here just because. That's 4 days in a row, dog. Violators. He is showing up, man. When General Patton shows up, man, you better make sure your shoes is shine, bro. You better make sure your shields is polished in when the General shows up. General 57 walked in the building. You better make sure your shit is on point, bro. Okay? Make sure your musket has been polished, bro. Okay? Straight up. Pause. All right. Straight up. Good to see you, big bro. Okay? All right, man. What it do, man? Violator on here. Nothing to talk about it, man. Yeah, rocking that lid. It's Al Davis. I call this Al Davis, big bro. This is Al Davis. I only bring him out for special occasions. But you know what? Violator knows Amy. He's had the pleasure of being around her, talking to her, and all that type of stuff. I'd love to hear some anecdotes, man. Save that when we put you on the show, man. I need to hear, what an amazing woman. I'm very happy that we all got an opportunity, myself, Whittington Thomas, Bill Holloway, and E-Trib had a chance to smoke cigars and hang out with Sandra Douglas Morgan. That was beautiful. She took care of that because we didn't know she was going to be there. Okay? But It would be great to talk to her one day. Interviewing her would be great. I have so many questions, so many things I could ask. All right. So, hey man, ain't nothing to talk about, man. These Raider Queens, man, they definitely gonna tell you the truth, man. Okay. All right, man. LeVar Starr said it was me that said it was diabolical. That was you. That was you. LeVar Starr said all the commercials was diabolical. Hey, LeVar, I didn't. Hey, man, it just goes to show you, man, when you're in favor, you get the commercials. Before y'all used to not seeing no commercials. Now every 4 minutes there's a commercial, bro. So hey, this is what it is, dog. Violator in the building, bro. Okay, straight up. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's roll, man. Let's roll. Okay, we chilling, man. Okay, whenever it starts getting stale, we're gonna get up out of here, man. The family, man, they waiting for me to take them out, go eat. Okay. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Everything is pretty good right now. I cannot complain. I'm just enjoying it. All right. Okay, straight up, man. Okay, straight up. All right, man. Love it, man. Appreciate the $4.99 dono, Reese. Thank you, all you guys. All right, man. Whittington Thomas said, "Mad respect from Amy. She's intelligent, knows ball from the old regime." That was Al's right hand lady, bro. And she ran. She was the one that could bend Al's ear. She's the one that can. You don't want to talk to Mr. Davis because it's Mr. Davis around there, bro. Mr. Davis, man. You don't call him Al, bro. It's Mr. Davis unless you had that relationship with him to call him Al. He would tell you, call me Al. If he didn't call you Al, tell him to call you Al was Mr. Davis. But she wasn't scared. She was not afraid of Al at all. She go right to Al and tell him, "Hey Al, this ain't it. What are you talking about?" Hey, I'm telling you. I mean, I remember her talking about her and Al. He was getting the big old blowouts all the time. But he would either fire her that night or she would quit. And by the next day, he's calling. Get back into the office, man. He wouldn't apologize, but he'd be like, "Yeah, all right. Okay, we got out of hand yesterday. Get back to the office and let's move on." He's like, "Man, I quit all the time. I'll fire me all the time. Be right back the next day." That's how it was. But when I was gone, she was gone. She's like, I already know what's going to happen. I already know. I don't want to be here to see it. And she wasn't. She skipped. That was 2011, bro. That was 15 years ago. Amy's like, deuces. She was on some deuces. Okay. All right, man. Straight up. Okay. Yeah. She's a real one. Okay. All right, man. Ex Sandoval, man. First Mexican coach Tom Flores and first quarterback of the nation. Love Coach Flores. Love Coach Flores, man. Him, and my neighbor Jim Plunkett. Even though he's older than me, his parents lived in my neighborhood. Me and Bill in Raider Trey's neighborhood. Them two vatos won the Super Bowl together, man. Mexican head coach, Mexican quarterback won two of them, and it's a travesty, bro. Come on, man. You need to put Jim in too. Come on, dog. Straight up. All right, man. I'm very proud of that. Okay, super proud of that. All right, but to leave Jim out, man, is an insult to the Hispanic community, bro. That's an insult. Okay, because Tom doesn't get in without Jim, and without Jim, Jim doesn't have an opportunity to get in. He should be in there, dog. Just for the cultural aspect. But it just goes to show you the good old boy network. Okay? On some Dukes of Hazzard shit. Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Making their way. Don't get me started, dog. I used to love Dukes of Hazzard because I didn't know what that damn General Lee flag meant back then. I didn't know what the hell that shit was till later. I like, shit, this shit is cool. I didn't know what that General Lee flag on that flag was. I didn't know what that shit was. Both of my parents are from the deep South. Both of them. To their credit, they never told me and my brother what that shit meant. They're like, they enjoy that show too much. Don't say nothing to them. Once I found out, I was like, hey, shit, let me see if I can find somebody that look like Daisy Dukes right quick so I can get even. Let me see if I can find somebody look like Daisy Duke right quick. And I did. Come on. Play with something safe. I'm not safe. Reach Ross. No Black and Miles, man. Smoke real authentic cigar, man, because you gonna leave us asylums. Bradley's, all that, no cigarettes. Oh man, shit. I don't know how y'all do cigarettes, man, but again, but hey, to each his own. Okay. Wasn't Amy Trask connected to the Oakland Athletics? I don't know if she was. I don't think she was. I don't think Al would have allowed that, bro. Al was very territorial, bro. I don't think she had anything to do with the Athletics, unless after she left the Raiders, she might have. But I don't recall that. Not to say that it didn't happen, but I know it wasn't simultaneously. I know that. Okay, that I know. All right. Okay, straight up, man. Okay, that's right. Okay. All right, man. Jake Cortez. I know he's gonna go ham, but he's got to be careful that he don't get injured trying to do too much. That's facts. I was just talking about that last night, Jake Cortez. I was saying, man, I need Rob Leonard. He needs a chaperone, bro. Maxx Crosby needs a chaperone, dog. Like, they need to be poking their heads on, man, because Maxx, he going crazy, man. At Maxx, save some for the season, bro. You ever had to tell your peoples, save some for later, dog. Save some for later. Save some for later, dog. Save some for later. Earlier in the game, Shaq in his 20s and early 30s, wound up. Anything would set me off. Anything would set me off. My boys were always calm, trying to calm me down. I'm just trying to burn the earth, bro. I'm just trying to burn the earth. Just destroy every particular situation. Anything ain't going, I'm trying to burn it down. Later on, I wind up being the voice of reason. Now I'm the, hey man, chill, dog. What are you talking about? You're the wrong person. Nah, dog. That was 15 years ago, 20 years ago, man. We get them later. We gonna get them. I turned into the voice of reason. As I got older, I got wiser. Like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to get even. Why just go straight through them, bro, when you can destroy them from the outside in? Like, they don't even know that their life is being affected by you. Once I started being the godfather and the puppet master with stuff, say, man, I ain't got to get to you. I just get at your girl, man. I get your girl to, I messed this up. I messed that up over there. I'm ruin your whole situation, and you just explode and just blow up, and I can just walk away and nobody thinks it's me. I was like, once I learned that game, the behind the scenes sabotage, that was the best one. It's like, man, shit, I'm standing right next to you. You don't even know it was me. Like, that type of shit. I was like, oh, I should have been knew that trick, but it took time. Because I was too emotional, like a lot of you guys are. When Maxx was traded, y'all was in shambles, bro. I told you there's no Raiders running the football operations. Y'all really thought it wasn't going to happen. Then when it happened, you were in shambles. I told you, love the shield. Shield first. You had to learn. The shield took care of it, though. Came back. Now you have a chance to do it again. Don't fall in love again. Because if Spytek and Brady get 2 first-round draft picks, don't be surprised if you hear another. Maxx don't got a no trade. Maxx got to get that no trade. Because these 2 dudes are still taking phone calls, bro. I'm being honest with you. All right, man. Sturgio, things couldn't have played out better for us. Just need to restructure some contracts, extend Maxx. Take care. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay? Far as how I feel about it, I'm only going year to year with Maxx. Until I see a long-term contract and I see a no trade, I'm going year to year. I'm pretty damn confident that Maxx will be here this year. Next year, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Unless Maxx comes out and wins a depoy and he just becomes the most dangerous player in the league, he's vulnerable still. These dudes aren't Raiders, bro. Okay? All right, man. Justice Sauce said, sounds like Amy came back because it bothered her that you needed a Raven. No, she didn't come back. She works for CBS Sports. She's an analyst for CBS Sports. She didn't come back to the Raiders. She's an analyst for CBS Sports. That's what she does. She analyzes the NFL. And she's damn good at it. But who better than to ask than her? She's the former CEO of the Raiders under Al Davis. She's very qualified. And she let it be clear the doctors are scared to death. Team doctors have every reason to be extremely conservative in their prognoses when players are acquired, because you don't want to be the team doctor that sticks their neck out and then be wrong. They're scared to death. You got one scaredy cat, why don't you get 5 more? And then apply that pressure to get them to fail Maxx so he can go in there and sign Trey Hendrickson, which is what he did, which is situational ethics, perhaps. They never put in your request time off. Now you got to go to work or get written up. I don't know what happened, man. I sent it. Oh man, I don't know what happened. See, but usually you guys don't go to HR and have a backup plan. I always had a back door. Like, I was friends with these people. They would tell me stuff. I knew when departments were they were in trouble, and and people were getting ready to get laid off and get pink slipped. I knew shit because I talked to them. I'd go out with Chloe and them on Taco Tuesdays and go have margaritas and shit. I wasn't with my girl at that time. I'm out. They telling me what's up. Hey, you get a couple of drinks in them, and next thing you know, they start talking. And I started knowing, so I was friends with them. But when I went in there and I came in there, I didn't do it on no friend shit. I went right in their office and be like, hey, I'm about to quit. He said, I have to work. They're like, we never got a request, Shaq. He never submitted anything. I said, what was it? Are you sure? No. I said, well, did he talk to you? She said, no. She said, you're supposed to do it in writing. He didn't do it in writing. He didn't even send an email. He did it on purpose. I said, well, I'm not coming in. I quit. She's like, nah, you ain't got to worry about that. You got bereavement. You ain't got to do that at all. You can do it right now. All you had to do was come in here. He didn't tell you had bereavement? No, he didn't tell you. Did you talk to anybody? No. You think I'm gonna walk around and tell everybody my damn business? She's like, you're right. But he's supposed to tell you have that option. He didn't even offer it to you. Take it right now. I'll do the paperwork right now. Sign it off. You can leave for a week with pay. You're good. You don't even have to talk to him. I'm letting you go for the rest of the day. You're good. Bye. I was out the door. Didn't come back for a week. Phone didn't ring. He goes, when you get back, there's going to be some differences when they get back. And I got back, he didn't talk to me no more. He didn't even talk to me. You at work, I'm at work. He didn't even talk to me. No time. When I got back, from when I got back to the time they let him go and made me the manager, and I didn't even know they were going to do that shit, he didn't talk to me at all. Unless there was a direct thing that needed to be done. He didn't talk to me at all. There wasn't no, hey, Shaq, how you doing, blah, 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 hey, blah, 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 nothing. Just matter-of-factly, yeah, we got this, that, da, 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 blah, 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 and this is that. That's it. That's all right. It was never anything other than that, other than, well, Shaq, what about this situation? Well, this situation was this, that, and the other, da, da, da. Okay, all right, that was it. He got his ass reamed for that shit. You play around with somebody's family life like that. Yeah. And there's a lot of dirty ass people that you work with that do that same shit. Okay? That's why I work for myself. I ain't firing me, that's for damn sure. Okay? All right, man. Okay, BAA. My man Shaq, the boss, always bringing us with the factual actual. Stay blessed, my Raider brother, man. Happy Aloha Friday from Hawaii, man. Hey, man, I know it's beautiful in Hawaii right now. I know Hawaii's beautiful right now, man. I know it is right now. I know that's a beautiful place to be right now. All right? Okay, man. Leandro's Lounge in the house. What's going on, big dog? Rosetown native, what's up? You can't make it up. Okay, you already know that Blaze wasn't for the nation. Justice Saw said, yes, you're right. Maxx was wrong, but like you said, the show brought him back. Hey, man. Maxx has always been a great representative for us. The Shield was like, he's making a mistake. but I'm going to take care of it. That's what a godfather is. That's what they called Al Davis, the godfather. Guardian angel, bro. Looked out for him. He was not a Raider for 4 days. For everybody who runs around and swears on their life that you guys are ruining Max's career. He's just wasting it, man. Why don't you trade him, man? Let him go to a contender. Oh, blah, 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 blah. All that shit, they can't say that no more because we traded Maxx. He was traded. We traded that man to a perennial team that's in the hunt. We didn't do him like Geno. Geno and Dylan Parham got treated like the trash they both are by being sent to the Siberian Jets. Okay? That's where they got sent to. All right? We sent him to a contender, the team he wanted to go to. He was not a Raider until he showed back up at the door. When he didn't pass that physical, when he flew back, he was a Raider again. We did right by Maxx, so there can't be no more of that. Wasting his career. And then they made it, you're gonna stay there because we're gonna mess your credibility up so much. You're like your mother told you to go to the grocery store and go get a can of corn. And she tells you to go get the certain type. She wants you to go get the, you know what they call Del Monte's. That's what we used to have. Del Monte's corn. Go get a can of corn over there because she's making something. And you go there, man, and there's only one can of corn left. And it's all dented up, man. And it doesn't even have the wrapper on it no more. It just has it's just the tin. It's all we got. You gonna buy it? They ain't giving you a discount for it. It ain't even in the damn clearance aisle. Hey man, I just go right to the manager. I say, hey man, this is damaged, man. Can you take something off of it? All right, man, go ahead and take like 20% off it. Okay, then I buy it then. But shit, I ain't paying regular price for nothing dented up. They sent Maxx dented up back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your little sister asked if she used your car, man, to go to the store. She come back, man. The whole front end is smashed in. She left with a nice car. She came back with the front end fell off. The engine's just hanging on by a thread. Damaged goods. Don't let your drunk uncle drive your Hellcat. Oh, nephew, I just want to take it out, man, real quick, test it out, see how it does. Okay, call him the keys. Your shit wrapped around a telephone pole. Nothing wrong with him, but everything's wrong with your car. You gonna learn from me. Wu-Tang said, good analogy, King. Hey, Wu-Tang, go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go get that Cigar Killer Wu-Tang shirt, bro. Cigars rule everything around me, man. You definitely love that. Go get that. Yeah. Get these likes up. Keep these likes up. Dad City. Maxx had to learn a tough lesson. Dad, you said your name's Dad City. There's nothing worse than letting your offspring, because Maxx Crosby is an Oakland, Las Vegas offspring of the Raiders, to let them go out in the real world and let them know what it is, because they don't be believing it. Like, the world would teach you faster. My mom always told me, you either gonna learn in here or you gonna learn out there. The difference is, learning in here, you got a bed, you're gonna have food to eat. We love you in here. But if you ever think that you've been too good for this, door right there, you can go right outside and find out for yourself. And you know what? She was right, bro. Ain't no love out there in them streets for none of us. Them NFL streets don't love Maxx. They don't love the Raiders. And he found out. But guess what? Now he's back. And now he's getting ready. When he walks outside again, he's walking out there with a brand new defense. He's got a bunch of young hogs with him. All them dudes is monsters. I've been doing nothing but watching tape. That's all I've been doing, man, is watching tape. I just watched Naylor's tape. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Trey Tucker might be in trouble, bro. Trey Tucker might be, it might be a dogfight for that damn slot position now. Naylor doesn't drop shit. They said he had like 5 drop passes in like 3 years or something. Naylor is a monster. And he was there with J.J. McCarthy in his rookie year. Mendoza gonna love him. That dude is open like 7-Eleven, not just on a go route. Not on a sluggo route. We all know Trey Tucker on those sluggos and those goals is out. But this dude was route treeing it. He was route treeing it, bro. He was under Justin Jefferson. He was under Addison. I was looking at that tape. I was like, oh, wow. Good tape. Very good tape, man. That's a good kid. And he's from Vegas. And Mark has known him since high school. He's going to show out. Okay, I watched his tape. I watched Taron Johnson's tape. Everybody was tackled in an open field. Sure tackler. I watched Quay Walker's tape. Tackled. I was just getting ready to watch Quillie's tape. Didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I watched Linderbaum's tape. Man, you do not understand. We got a squad. But yeah, Maxx learned a tough lesson. He learned a tough lesson. Okay, Kylo Ren, facts. Okay, Kylo Ren, man. That's that's Darth Vader's grandson right there. Okay, all right, man. Bill Holloway with the $2 dono. It's Jessie's 27th birthday. She's listening. Everybody, man, put a happy birthday in for Jessie Holloway. Bill's daughter is her birthday today. She's watching, man. Everybody, please give a happy birthday to Bill's daughter, man. What's up, Jessie? What's up, Jessie? Happy birthday, young lady. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, Jessie, make sure your dad spends some money. Make sure you spend some money. I'm telling you. Tell him. Ask for something. Ask for something. I always do that. I always do that with my nieces and nephews. I always tell them, get in your dad's pockets. Oh, don't be telling them. Get in your dad's pocket, man. He got a little extra in there. He might have to dig a little deeper, but he got something. Straight up. All right. I always look out for my nieces and nephews, dog. Okay? I always do that. All right. Happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday. All right. Cheers. AE's in here, man. Major Raider. Okay, what's going on? Alfredo Mendoza. What's going on, Alfredo? Hey, Alfredo, man. You should already have about at least $200 pushed to the side for that jersey, bruh. Okay? All right. There ain't gonna be no black t-shirt with a white Sharpie and you're gonna put 15 on it and put Mendoza on the back. Nah, bruh. You're gonna have to spend some money, my dog. Okay? You have to spend some money, my dog. All right. Dark Knight. Linderbaum and JPJ next to each other finna be a problem. Hey, man, that A gap is a problem, bruh. We're gonna be. Why do you think we got a fullback? Now we brought in Connor Hayward. I'm gonna get ready to watch his tape, but Sarah will tell you she wasn't happy about that. Connor Hayward is a converted tight end to a fullback. Man, them holes is gonna be so wide, man. You could drive a Mack truck through there. Oh my God, Genty is he's getting 1,800. He gonna lead the league in rushing, bro. He gonna mess around and lead the league in rushing next year, dog. Man, did you guys see that video of Ashton Genty? I sent it to a lot of you guys. Video of Ashton Genty when he was playing video games online, and he found out that Maxx came back, and he was on the video games, and he was like, man, I don't know if this is true, but if it is, bro, he was excited, man. I'm like, yeah. They gonna follow Maxx. Maxx be like, come on. They gonna run through a brick wall for Maxx. But Maxx is gonna be the first one running through it. He's the leader now. He is the leader of this team, dog. Without question. Maxx is the leader of this team. Okay. Guys are gonna want to play for Kubiak. They already do. They already do. Oh. Did you guys see K9? Kenneth Walker III, who signed with Kansas City, and he gets off of the Lear jet with a John Madden t-shirt on, bro? Did you guys see that? Did you see their brand new running back get off the plane with a John Madden t-shirt on? You cannot make it up. Why do you show up on your first day at Burger King with a McDonald Land t-shirt? How do you do that? How do you show up to Microsoft with an Apple hat from Apple Computers? How do you do that? Sending a message. I just came here so I don't get fined. I'm Raider Nation. I just play for you. This is just a job. Oh, God. I know Patrick Mahomes was like, that was strategic, bro. He didn't just pull that out of the dirty clothes hamper. You know how you guys are. You just go right back there. Hey man, I'm about to run to the store right quick. You just go in dirty clothes hamper, put on the shirt you had on from yesterday. Come on, man. You know you're going to work. All right. D Birdie! Kwity Paye has been nice over since he's been in Michigan, bro. Okay, now here's the thing. Okay, I really ain't supposed to be doing this, but it looks like y'all gonna get some lights a little bit because I'm supposed to be going to dinner. Looks like y'all gonna get some lights for a little bit. These lights don't get to 200 pretty soon. I'm gonna be gone. I gotta go to dinner, bro. Okay, family's waiting. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of lights, but I don't see 200. I'm gonna be out of here. There's been a lot of Kwity Paye slander from Raider Nation. A lot. It's not Kwity Paye's fault. It's not the Unfiltered Nation's fault. It's not the Black Hole's fault. And it's not Clint Kubiak's staff's fault that you guys don't do y'all homework. Kwity Paye is not a name that is a marquee name that's going to stand out. He's not Nick Bosa. He's not, Hendrickson. He's not Micah Parsons. This is just a solid football player, bro. Everybody isn't going to be a splash name. This dude is solid. He's a solid football player, bro. Solid, bro. And he's been a starter. He's a starter from the Colts. Everybody that we got is a starter. Quay Walker was a starter with the Packers. Kwity Paye was a starter with the Colts. Kobe Dean was a starter on the Super Bowl champion Eagles. These all dudes are all savages on other teams coming to play with Maxx and all. Man, you guys don't even know what you're talking about Kwity Paye, man. I'm seeing people saying stupid shit. All you got to do is go watch a highlight film on YouTube and you'll see. Solid player. Not a splashy dude, not a big mouth guy, a man of little words, doesn't talk a lot, but he gonna make a difference. Watch, bro. Watch. Stop slandering people because you don't know what you're talking about. Been solid, D Bernie, been solid. Okay? Been solid. All right, man, get these likes up, man. I'll be up out of here. Happy birthday, Jesse. Happy birthday. Okay, Jesse Holloway, happy birthday. All right. Okay, Jay Marion. Okay. All right, man. Happy birthday to the young lady, man. All right. All these is for you. Mark Kasparian in the house. Fudge Dizzle in the house. Yeah, Pittsburgh want to keep him. Hey, man. Clint Kubiak is the this year's Ben Johnson. We didn't get Ben Johnson, but we got Clint. When Ben Johnson came and been the head coach of the Bears, he didn't walk in with a Super Bowl championship. Kubiak did. They want to play for him, dog. I don't see no turnover with him, dog. He gonna be here. All right. God, yes, Sarah mad. Look, Connor Hayward, she's pissed. Look at her. Genty finna get 2,000 yards. I hope so. Okay. Just like Marcel Reese converted from a tight end and fullback by Al Davis. Right. Okay. He saw that. Y'all saw that. Okay. Connor Hayward is Ironhead Hayward's youngest son. I knew it. I asked you guys that. I asked you, was that Ironhead Hayward's son? Y'all didn't answer me. I knew it. When I looked at him, I was like, he looks like a light-skinned Craig Hayward. Rest in peace. Okay? You talk about people who were just born to play football. That entire family, his older brother. Them Haywards, that's what they're here to do. Play football. Thanks, D. Bernie. I was wondering. Because, they spell Hayward with an E and not with an A. Okay, so I was like, man, is that Ironhead Hayward's son? He said it's his youngest son. Oh, man. You got a dog. You got a dog just from pedigree. That's just like Kyle Long and Chris Long. Who are they? Howie Long's sons. That. Damn, Negro, that's all you had to say. Howie Long's kids? Okay. That's all. That's all. Understand that, dog. Craig Hayward's youngest son? Oh, my God. It's over. He's going. That's why Sarah's upset. He's going to. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I knew it. Yeah, that was crazy work, man. Salute to Kenneth Walker, man. Maybe he won't take it. He'll take it easy on us when he plays us. Okay. Justice Sauce said, yes, I was trying to figure out why Walker was wearing a Raider t-shirt. That's not a great way to make friends and influence people. If you're coming into a new job, it's not a great way to win friends and influence people. It's not a good day to do that. Okay. King Josh in the house. What's up, King Josh? What's going on, man? Chewy! What's happening? Justice Sauce said Patty Cakes took that to heart for sure. You know who took? You know what? Patty Cakes probably ain't even really tripping, but you know who's tripping? Come on, man. Say it with me. Travis Swift. Travis Swift didn't like that. Travis Swift. We don't wear that around here. He's the person that's going to say something. Okay? Patrick's like, don't say nothing to him. Don't say nothing to him. Don't wear that. Take that off. This is Kansas City. I don't see that marriage working out, homie. I don't see that working out, bruh. Them bachelor parties and them bachelorette parties, if you ever been to one, on either side, and you see some shit, you be like, man, this shit isn't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I remember one cat that went to a bachelor party, man, Vegas, man. Man, it was Sodom and Gomorrah, bruh. And I was like, hey, man, I understand it's your last night, but damn, did you have to go that crazy? I'm like, why are you even doing this, bro? You're not even prepared for this shit. You're not even prepared. I mean, I understand it's your last night, but damn, dog, you just went crazy. Like, damn. Like you walked into the strip club with 10 grand and was like, line them up. I'm like, I don't even want to go to the wedding, bruh. I mean, damn. In front of God and man, this church gonna blow up. Like, I can't be in here. I'm like, hey, man, it's too much. And then bachelorette parties be even worse. Oh, we're just gonna have a dancer. Oh, yeah. Okay. They gonna have a dancer, all right. Bo, Bo, Daddy Long Stroke. Bo, Daddy Long Stroke. I'm telling you, dog. My homegirls used to tell me all kinds of shit about their bachelorette parties, bro. My wife's bachelorette party was with her mama and her sisters and her aunties and all of them. They went to dinner, they went to karaoke. That's the difference. Okay? Right in Baltimore. My bachelor party was me and my best friend went to Phillips Seafood at the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. That was it. Rest of my boys, they were en route. They got caught up in planes and cancellations and all that. So me and my boy just went, had dinner, and went back to the hotel. That was it. That was it. In July, I'll be married 8 years. I think there was a good reason why. Because we didn't do anything other than eat and hang out and go back to the hotel. That was it. But hey, I said enough. All right, man. Okay. He said, D-line or O-line, how can we improve? D-line's looking solid. We're winning a 3-4. You only need 3 players. You got Maxx Crosby. You got Adam Butler. You got Lalu. We're good. And you can move people around. Remember, we got Tonka Hemingway. We got on that D-line. Who else do we got? Got Tonka. We got, shoot, man, do we still got Thomas Booker? He probably play a linebacker, though. D-line straight. O-line, we got the second best center in football. The only person that has a higher passer block rating is Creed Humphreys from the Kansas City Chiefs. His grade was 97.3, and Tyler Linderbaugh was 96.2 or something like that. Move JPJ to his proper position. Healthy Colton Miller. Fill in the blanks a little bit. Get rid of Dylan pre-snap penalty Parham. Send his ass to Siberia Jets. We've already done that. We've already improved. Okay. Quiddy's a beast. Wasn't used right. Just watch. Coming into the perfect situation. 5'10", Dark Knight did his homework. It's your responsibility to do your homework. It's not my responsibility. I'm going to tell you what you need to know, but come on, man. It's just easy. Watch some tape. Take a few minutes. Them videos, they don't be long. They be like 8 minutes at the most. Solid player. Quiddy is solid. He's going to be a solid player on that defense. You need a glue guy, bro. You want a NBA championship team. You need a 3-point specialist. You need somebody who's gonna come in and his job is just to knock down threes. Then you got the defensive specialist. His job is just to come in here and just guard and shit. Just make sure you guard, man. You got 6 fouls, you use them. Beat them up, man. Spell these guys. Get out there and lock somebody down. You got to have these guys. Everybody can't be a superstar, man. You can't have everybody be a star on your team, man, because then who's going to do the dirty work? So who's going to be down there? Who's going to get down into the ground and put their hand in the ground and do something? Who's going to make a tackle? Too busy worried about your Instagram followers. You don't want to get burnt on a play. Okay? You got to have solid people, man. Everybody isn't a superstar, man. Everybody isn't going to be Maxx Crosby, man. Somebody got to be Quiddy. Somebody got to be somebody else. But you got a superstar damn near every facet of football. On every side of the ball, you got a damn superstar on damn near everywhere. Your D-line, you got Crosby, first ballot Hall of Famer. Your linebacking core, shit, I just use the best one. That's Quay Walker. Four consecutive years of 100 tackles. There's only been 2 Packers in the history of the National Football League that had 4 consecutive 100 tackle seasons. Quiddy's one of them. Figure out the rest. They done had Ray Nitschke over there, all these Hall of Famers over there. Reggie White, all of them dudes played for the Packers. This dude is one of 2 Packers in the history of the Packers to ever get 100 tackles in 4 years straight. Come on, man. Offense, you got Ashton Genty. Should have won Rookie of the Year, but Chip Kelly didn't give him the football. Brock Bowers, best tight end in football. Come on. Tyler Lindenbaugh, second best center in the league. What are you talking about? AJ Cole, probably the best punter in the league, as far as pinning their ears back. This gay kid, I don't really remember him too much. I know he played for the Niners for a while. I know he played for the Rams for a while, but shit, I didn't hear anything bad about him. Obviously, Daniel Carlson, all those missed field goals, it didn't help him. But I always knew that he was going to make them when we needed them. But maybe we ain't going to need him to kick a 56-yarder. Maybe somebody's going to be more consistent between 20 and 40 yards. I don't know. Quarterback position, you're bringing in a rookie. They're talking about bringing in Kirk Cousins. I don't know what they're going to do. But shit, look at what we got. Look at where we were last year. Guys not wanting to throw the football. Guys not wanting to run the football. Guys not wanting to block. Guys not wanting to tackle. I mean, we don't got that problem now. You think Kubiak's going to tolerate that? He's walking in with a whole Super Bowl championship. What are we talking about? He's going to be there blinging with his shit on his hand. They're not going to let you come out there. You're not going to just mail it in now, bro. You're going to be gone. We're going to get rid of your bitch ass. Okay? Quiddy, man. To watch some tape. Bill Holloway. Pace shows up and plays Wolverines. And he's a Michigan Wolverine, bro. Who's this? Michigan Wolverine. Who's TB12? Michigan Wolverine. He's going to play hard just because he's working for the GOAT. He ain't going to disrespect his colors, dog. He going to get in there and play. But I see so many people slandering him, dog. They were saying it's more like Quiddy. Quitty. I'm like, Quiddy? What are you talking about? These dudes is dumb, dog. They say anything. All right? All right, man. Social D-Rex in the house. Lindenbaum is going to make Crosby take a few reps. Did you hear what Lindenbaum said in his press conference? He says, man, I played against Crosby, man. I'm glad I ain't got to guard him. I ain't got to block him no more. You know, when Crosby would get on the inside, he would switch it up, get on the inside tackle. He's like, man, I'm glad I don't got to deal with him no more. He made it clear. He's like, rather have him on my team. Can't make it up. Okay. All right, man. Okay, likes is liking a little bit more. All right. We ain't getting to 200. I'm out of here. Loco Renegade, man. Salute to you, Loco. Skinny Jean members of the nation definitely do not know ball. But hey, man, a lot of these OGs, man, they're senile, bro. There's a lot of senile ringers. Let's understand it, man. I'm not gonna pick on the young ones. They wasn't raised right. That's why we here to raise them right. You ever had a lot of you parents out there is gonna know this. You ever had like maybe a sleepover, your daughter's having a sleepover or something, or your son having a couple of his friends spend the night, and then their friends come over to your house, and they have the crazy idea in their little brains that your house is their house they live in, and you got to tell them, this ain't your house, this is my house, and you got to let them know all this jumping on the bed, all of this walking in and opening up the refrigerator, all of this stuff you doing, loud talking and all of that, you ain't at home. You've done that before. If you've really had your daughter or your son's friends come over and they come over to your house and they acting like they at home, and you got to let them know they ain't. That's what's getting ready to happen in Las Vegas. You ain't at home, bro. Sit your ass down somewhere. No, you cannot put your hands in that popcorn till you go wash your hands. They learn. I'm telling you. When my friends used to come over to my house, oh man, your mom's mean, man. I'm glad my mom's not like that. Guess what? When my mom passed away, all those same dudes, all over my feed, man. Your mom was like my second mom, bro. Your mom didn't play, man. I had a lot of respect for her. That's not what you were saying, man, when we was in 6th grade. When she told you, man, you better sit your ass down or she gonna send your ass home. You thought she was the meanest mother in the neighborhood. Now you got all this respect for her because when you grow up, you start understanding. You wish you had your mom. Your mom has let you do whatever. That's why your life turned out your way and my life turned out my way. See? Discipline. It ain't going down no more, man. None of this free lunch coming over here collecting the bag, coming over here, man, getting your last little bit of money and all of that. Gino got his last payday that he's really gonna get. He's gonna be living check to check from now on. You blew it with us, dog. All that shit you did. Now you're in Siberia talking about thank God, and they're getting a different player than they had before. You didn't think you were going back there. You thought you was all of that. Come to find out, you really ain't. Time for you to get back on fries, Gino. Time for you to get back on fries, bruh. Sorry. Okay. Chewy says, we don't need celebrities, player. We need football players. Say it loud for those roaches with Raider hats in the back. They really think they was cooking talking about Quiddy. I'm like, all right, you'll be cheering for him soon enough. All right? Okay. What time is it, y'all? Okay, man, I got to get up out of here, man. I'm going to give you guys 10 more minutes, man. Family's being very patient. All right? Okay. Jay Marion, I'm a Michigan fan. Quiddy finally got a motor to a defensive end. Okay. All right, man. Azul, what's up? Azul said nobody carries a live like Shaq. Hey, man, I appreciate that. And you know what? The numbers support it now, dog. The numbers support it. I mean, damn. It's working. Finally, we get into it. We where we need to be now. The party's raging now. Everybody's here. Music's cracking. Girls is looking good. Liquor's tasting good. Everybody eating. It's nice. It's nice right now, dog. This is where it is, man. The vibe is on the right. It's at the right volume. Everything's good. Yeah. Major Raider Violator being here, man, is a blessing. All y'all is a blessing to have all you guys here. David Bradley, TJ Watt should get more than Crosby if Raiders raided him. No disrespect to Crosby, but Watt is proven. What do you think? Well, man, you're talking in hypotheticals right now, David. Why do you wanna compare TJ Watt's situation to Maxx Crosby's situation? TJ Watt's not in that situation. See, that's the case of you tending to somebody else's grass. Why are you worried about TJ Watt would get more in this situation? Do you want TJ Watt in this situation? Like what are you doing? If anything, that just puts Maxx Crosby on a higher level than you're giving her credit for, because you're trying to put your player in his shoes to try to say that he's better. Come on, bruh. That don't even make no damn sense. Doesn't make no sense. Okay? Doesn't make no sense at all for what you just said. Why are you comparing? If you're so confident that TJ Watt would get more than Maxx Crosby, you wouldn't even be talking. But you brought it up, so it's obviously something that's bothering you. That's not our problem. That's your problem. You see how people show they panty liner, man, when no one's looking. Nobody asked for that. You're bringing up some shit just because you feel insecure about it. You don't like the fact Maxx Crosby's getting all this love and all this attention, so you got to insert your boy in something that he's not even in. He's not even in that. Next thing you know, we'll be having the Packer fans bringing in, oh, well, if Michael Parsons was in that situation, he would get paid more, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then next thing you know, you'll have Myles Garrett. Well, Myles Garrett, no one's talking about that. This is not about them guys at all. Them guys are solidified in their situation. You're worried that Maxx is about to cook. That's what you're worried about. And let's not act like TJ Watt wasn't out for all those games last year. Let's not act like that. But if you want to make yourself feel better, I'm not here to help you do that. It's not my job. But I hear you. Okay? Like I said, man, you see how they come in and they got to try to They got to try to make it about them, but hey, it is what it is. And then he did it in all caps, like that's really making it much better. It's really not. It's just showing insecurity, big dog. I got a Steeler fan in here that I respect. Her name is Sarah K. Scott. Sarah K. Scott's not saying that. And if you know what, if you really believe that, go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go get the TJ Watt shirt. That's on our site right now. Let me see if I see your name, David Bradley. Since you're so much a TJ fan, I got a very, very dope ass TJ Watt shirt that Sarah owns. Let's see if you purchase that right quick. Show me, man. Don't tell me. Show me. All right. Like I said, man, it's always somebody coming over. Next that we're going to have, Azul's on here. He's 49er Empire. Next he's going to start talking about Nick Bosa. Come on, bro. They're not doing that. Only you're doing that. Only you're typing in all caps about TJ Watt. Go get the shirt, bro. You want to impress me? Go buy that TJ Watt shirt. I'll get an alert. Okay. Like I said before, man, we're not doing this. All right. RP. Bro is durable. Only missed like 2 games. Casual clowns. They're everywhere. Okay. All right, man. Okay. All right. I'm not going to read any more things. Rumble said we need a deep draft. We do. Raider Syndicate. What's up? Smoking my Cuban. Happy Friday. Hey, dog. Hey, man. You can. I'll give you my P.O. box, bro. Throw it in the boat with the pack. Send one over, dog. I can always use another Cuban, dog. I can always use another one. Yeah, Cam is his big brother. I know that. Cam Hayward. That's a football family, man. The Hayward family is like, they're like the Mannings when it comes to football. They're like that. There's certain families that everybody just balls, bro. Everybody's a baller. Okay? Yeah, them Haywards are some big boys. That's right, J. Marion, excuse me. Okay? All right, man. Alfredo. All right, man, I'm about to run up out of here. My family's been really patient, y'all. Oh, yeah, town business, that's right. Okay? You forgot an area code. You said 707-510-415. You forgot one. 408. 408. That's Bay Area too, man. You can't leave out 408, bro. Okay? Next time you do that, and you repping home, you gotta put that 408 there. Okay? There's 4 area codes. 510-415. 707-408. Ain't that right, Bill? Ain't that right, Sarah? 408. Okay? You didn't put them all down there. All right, man. Okay, man. Let me get up out of here, man. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. I got to go to dinner, man. My family's been extremely patient, man. Let me go feed them. Al Jordan, what's going on, Al? What's happening? All right, man. Salute to everybody that gave up a dono. All right, I got to go. I'm just trying to see if I see anybody else on here. Daryl Morris right quick. Okay? Yeah, I got to go, y'all. All right, man. If I missed you, Rocky Flores, what's up? All right, man. Love all y'all, man. I got to go to dinner, man, but I will be back out here to smoke this, man. But do yourself a favor, man. Watch some tape on some of these new guys. Don't walk around here being a roach with a Raider hat on, man. Actually do a little bit of homework, and you'll see how good these guys are. And last but not least, Amy Trask said, for you guys that are coming in late, former CEO of the Raiders, she said team doctors have every reason to be extremely conservative in their prognoses when players are acquired because they're scared to death to get it wrong. And she said, because you don't want to be the team doctor that sticks their neck out and then be wrong. And in regards to this case, she said it was situational ethics, perhaps, meaning that they used the situation ethically in a way that could be construed as whatever you want to think. And last but not least, she said, regarding Maxx Crosby, he will relish the chance to show the Ravens they were wrong to back out of the deal. He has always been played with passion and purpose, and now I think he's going to be more ferocious and fierce, unquote. Take it for what you take it for, but Amy Trask has the highest of respect for Matthew Shack Unfiltered. And I'm sure if you're a real Raider and you know your history, you have that same level of respect because she was the right-hand woman to the Maverick himself, the late, great Al Davis. Matthew Shack Unfiltered.